Okay. Great. We're in tune. Let's try in a different key. And it's yet to unfold. Heroes and stories is yet to be known. Come together on this day. Every birds together make us whole. Yeah. Who you are, there's room enough for every heart and soul. We are links in a chain made of silver and gold, part of a pattern that's yet to unfold. Heroes of stories that's yet to be told. One the round of everyone does come out and play. And join the fun, join the specials. This day. Okay, yeah, that'll be great. Okay, yeah. Oh my gosh. It's 11:57. Oh, it's 12. Let's do this thing. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Brendan. I keep forgetting to do a bunch of things as I do my live stream prep. Man, this is so silly. I'm going to make a note to myself to remember to do the live stream prep when I'm done with the live stream. Hey Siri, remind me to do all those live stream prep things when I'm done with this live stream.
It looks like you don't have a home listed on your contact card.
I don't want a home listed on my contact card. I just want to make a reminder. Oh, golly. Okay. That's embarrassing. I sent out an email to my whole mailing list today, as I do every month, to let everybody know that I would be doing a live stream today at noon. And I am typing on my phone, do live stream prep after the live stream. And there's this service that I use to send out emails. I don't know if any of you have the experience of sending out large quantities of emails, but there are services where you can pay money, and you kind of have to pay money to do all the things that you need to do to send out vast quantities of emails. It isn't like the crazy days of 1995 or 1999 when you can send out a bazillion emails on the BCC from your Earthlink account on your 28.8 modem dial-up. And I have, for the past 5 years or so, been doing it for free with a lovely company called Tiny Letter, which is an offshoot of MailChimp. And they allow people with 5,000 people or less on their mailing list to send out stuff, like newsletters of what they've been doing. And they just flagged me for too much, for I guess, spam or sending out stuff that was an abuse of the service. So I have to communicate with them, but it might be time to stop using the free service and start paying again, which is a bummer. But there it is. It's really nice to see you all. It's been a weird and wonderful and crazy month. I made 90 minutes of music plus 5 songs. Each of the songs is only like 2 minutes long, but I made 90 minutes of music plus 5 80s pop songs for this kid's movie. And I knew that I could probably do it, but I just put my head down and didn't really think about it too much. And I only have these little 45-minute windows of time when the baby is sleeping to do this kind of work. And so I did it in consecutive 45-minute windows of time on every weekday, and a little bit on weekends sometimes if I was lucky. And not all of it is good, but there's so much of it. And it was so wonderful as a person who makes music and has been feeling like he doesn't have the time to make music, to discover that there's plenty of time to make music. You just have to shut up and do it. It's really hard to turn off that little, for lack of a better word, that little devil on your shoulder that's whispering in your ear saying, you know what, you don't have any good ideas. You should try this a different day. Or you should just hold off on doing this creative thing that you think you should do because it's going to suck and you don't have enough time. Those may be true, but you should do it anyway. That's the big lesson I came away with. So I have done all this music in a month, and now I'm just kind of reeling and thinking, can I take that push to meet a deadline for somebody else and apply it to something that is really meaningful to me? I don't know. Here's a song. It's called Lift Me Up. It goes a little something like this. Lift me up, Hail Mary. Word on the street is you're full of grace. Lord, lift me up, Hail Mary. I'm past embarrassment, I ain't trying to save face. I'm behind the half-court line, I'm deep into overtime. The other team is putting up a fight. Lift me up, Ave Maria. I ain't never been to church, but I sure as hell need you tonight. Lift me up, Hail Mary. Word on the street is you're the one I'm supposed to call. Oh, lift me up, Hail Mary. Someone wrote your number by the payphone on the prison wall. So pick up that receiver, gonna make me a believer. I'm between a rock and a hard place, and it sure is tight. Lift me up, Ave Maria. I'm no Christian man, but I sure as hell need you tonight. Tonight is what they call the end of the road, the dark, dark night of the soul. Tonight I'm carrying a heavy, heavy load, and I'm way down in the hole. Tonight I'm dangling at the end of my rope. I'm done looking for someone else to blame. Tonight I'm clinging to my last scrap of hope, and so I'm calling out your name. Lift me up, Hail Mary. Word on the street is you're full of grace. Oh, lift me up, Hail Mary. I'm past embarrassment, I ain't trying to save face. Am I worthy of saving with the way I've been behaving? I don't know which way is up, what's wrong and what's right. Lift me up, Ave Maria. I ain't never been to church, but I sure as hell need you tonight. So lift me up, oh lift me up, lift me up, oh lift me up, lift me up, lift me up, lift me up, lift me up. Oh God, it feels so good to make music again. I've been really, really tired, and kids and little baby girl woke me up at 5 o'clock this morning, which is fine. She has, she wanted to get up and play, so we got up to play. Nobody else in the house got up until after 8. It was amazing. I am earning that best dad in the world badge in a very big way. Let me just briefly check what's going on with my friends over here. Hi, everybody. Rick, you're here. Sorry that I told your Siri what to do, Rick. Hilmy, it's so nice to see you. Molly, it's so nice to see you here. Oh, my gosh. And Boone, thank you for dropping by, buddy. That's so sweet. Awesome. Damn it, I just knocked this thing out of tune. Gosh darn it. I'm going to do that thing where the keyboard player plays some guitar for a minute. And I can't adjust that camera from here, so we're just going to have this camera angle. Maybe I'll show you more of my piano again because it's a better... Yeah, there we go. That's nice and loud. Oh my gosh. It is really nice to make music in front of you folks. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. You know what? I'm not going to do this one yet. I'm going to do a different one. Check this out. Oh, no! This hit me the other day. There was a time when I was a highly paid professional songwriter. And one of the last things that I ever did for the big corporation that I wrote most of my professionally paid songs for was write a song about my divorce from my songwriting partner in the guise of a tune for Mickey Mouse and Goofy and Donald Duck and Daisy Duck and Minnie Mouse and a bunch of dancers to sing and dance and do in front of the big castle at Disney World in Orlando, Florida. And I wrote this song all on my lonesome on a bus ride from Los Angeles up to San Francisco in 45 minutes, just typing on my computer, just texting back and forth with my future wife, Michaela, and she just said something that sparked me, as she so frequently does, and I just was off. And this won't sound like it's about my divorce, but it is. This is called On This Day. I don't think I've ever played this live. This is a Mickey and Minnie and a bunch of dancers song. On this day, we will weave every thread in a tapestry of tales for me and you. On this day, this very day, all those dreams in your head, well, today's the day that they all start coming true. We are links in a chain made of silver and gold. We are part of a pattern that's yet to unfold. We are heroes of stories as yet to be told. We come together on this day. On this day, and Goofy says, wait, it's today? It's this day, oh right, it's today. Come from near, come from far, all these separate parts together make us whole. On this day, and Donald says, not yesterday. This very day, wait, did we do this yesterday? It doesn't matter who you are, there is room enough for every heart and soul. We are links in a chain made of silver and gold. We are part of a pattern that's yet to unfold. And we are heroes of stories as yet to be told. We come together on this day. In my notes for writing the lyrics for this song, which I keep with my lyrics, there's a note from the people that we were writing this song for that said, maybe could we have a bridge? Like a bridge that's all about inclusion and like a call to action. Could we make like people say, yeah, I'm gonna come and do this. And then maybe could we have a key change at the end of the bridge? And we said, yes, we can do that. Come on, come on, come everyone. Just come on out and play. Come on and join the fun. Come join this special celebration on this day. We are links in a chain made of silver and gold. We are part of a pattern that's yet to unfold. We're heroes of stories as yet to be told. We come together on this day. Seems like my audio's crapping out a little bit here. Yeah, that's too bad. Let's see what's going on there. Anyway, oh, I see why. There's a cable that's coming unplugged. That would have something to do with it. That's much better. So, yeah. All in all, that was the easiest assignment I've ever had writing a song for Disney. It was glorious. It was painless. It was frictionless. It was so fun. The frictionful ones were really fun too, but that's another story for another time. Heading back to YouTube. How's everybody doing? Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Nice to see you, Lara. Oh, yay. Just another divorce song for Mickey Mouse. Thank you, Molly Friedenberg. Yeah, it's... I should do a whole set of my Disney songs at some point because there's more than enough for like a 2-hour concert. There's so many songs. What they do is they buy the songs from you. They don't necessarily use them. So we wrote like 18 songs for the Tinkerbell movie series. There's like 6 direct-to-DVD movies about Tinkerbell, and we have songs in 4 of them. And we wrote 18 songs about believing in yourself and flying, but only, I think, 4 of them, 6.5 of them made it into the movies or something like that. Anyway, Here's another song. It's so nice to see you guys. Thank you. I am loving being the guitar player in this, the rhythm guitar player that is, in this cover band that I play in, The Real Imposters. If anybody's in Seattle, we are doing a show up in Shoreline, Washington this Saturday night. We're playing a bunch of 80s and 90s covers. The band is called The Real Imposters. I play the rhythm guitar and sing all the high backups and remind everybody when they're singing out of tune, and that's my job. But I am borrowing this lovely Fender Telecaster from 1985 that belongs to our lead guitar player, Rick Pierce, and it's really, really nice. It's got an amazing neck, and I think it makes me a slightly better guitar player than I am. Ooh, that's really dirty. Let me make it a little bit less dirty. Your patience, please. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Still pretty dirty, but that's okay. Let's go on. Add a little bit of that. Turn a little bit of that down. Yes. That'll do. Okay, it sounds basically exactly the same. This is called The Next Thing. Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little terrified. Terrified of any change. I'm terrified of this one. 'Cause now I'm committed. If I said I'm brave, I lied. That is feeling pretty strange. I'm sure I'm jumping this gun. And I don't know if it's gonna turn out right. And I don't know if that's gonna turn out wrong. All I know is I'm in the intersection. I'm through the yellow light, and I'm on the other side. And I'm pell-mell, I'm headlong into the next thing. I'm into the next thing. And I know when I walk in, I will walk in there feeling odd. I'll walk in there dripping down like an imposter. The moment I begin talking, they're gonna find out I'm a fraud. They're gonna drop me from their roster. And I don't know if it's gonna turn out good. And I don't know if it's gonna turn out bad. All I know is I'm trying to do all of the things I think I should. Dot my I's and cross my T's and say goodbye to the best thing that I've ever had. And hello to the next thing. Hello to the next thing. Yeah, I like the last thing. We went by fast thing. We had a blast thing. And now you're the best thing. And I'm in the next 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 thing. Well, that's so fun. That's so fun. And that B string's out of tune. But that's okay. All right. I like playing guitar so much. It's a little hard to practice guitar when there's like kids everywhere running all around, like reaching up and scraping the guitar in front of you. Bang, bang, bang. Molly Friedenberg says yes to a whole Disney set, or a whole set of your choice, your divorce songs. Kevin, do you really want to hear a whole set of my divorce songs? It would be, it would be pretty low. Oh, you got off Megan Slankard's Tea Time. Isn't she wonderful? Crab Donkey is, I take it that you are a patron of Megan Slankard. Megan Slankard is a San Francisco-based songwriter who runs the Songwriters Accountability Group that I am a peripheral member of. And she's a badass. She's such a great songwriter. And she just did her monthly Sunday thing, which is what this Sunday thing is based on. I'm so glad. I'm going to play another song for y'all. I think we're going to have fewer people here today because the lack of the email going out, but I don't know. You can tell your friends. That would be great, but it's not urgent. I prepared a backing track for one of my favorite songs of my own. It's called Every Day. And I'm going to do it for you now. Here we go. Every day, every day, every day I'm just getting started. Every day I'm standing upright and I'm looking around to see what's what. Every day, every day, every day I'm just getting started. Every day I'm putting my brave face on as I ignore the butterflies in my gut. Every day I'm pulling a rabbit out of a hat for my dependence. Every day I'm walking a tightrope between mud pies and transcendence. Every day I lean in and push that mountain another half an inch and wonder if we're all ever gonna be okay. That's what I'm doing every day. Every day, every day, every day I'm just getting started. Every day that's what I tell myself, and I believe it now and then. Every day, every day, every day I'm just getting started. Every day I roll my creaky bones all up and out of bed, and I get up and at 'em once again. Every day I'm finding that every day feels the same as the day before. Every day the whole world is on fire and I'm putting these wet blankets under the door. Every day I'm hanging on, getting by and running out of hopeful, helpful things to see. That's what I'm doing every day. Every day the sky world is ending. Every day the apocalypse is pending. Every day the sky is falling. Every day the grim reaper's robocalling. Every day I get up and decide, just one more day I'll see this through. Every day I choose this life, and I choose you, and I choose you, I choose you, and I choose you. Oh man, that's so fun. One of these days I'm going to play these songs with a band. That's going to be really fun. One of these days, maybe when the kids are a little bit older. Oh my gosh. You're right, people have made a whole career out of divorce songs. They certainly have. Gordon Lightfoot songs, good question. Crab Donkey, I know, I got to play on Paul and Storm's first album. And Paul and Storm had a great Gordon Lightfoot parody song about about a urinal cake, which went eroding, eroding, eroding away. Well, the cake, she was bound to go under that day. eroding away, and then with one final swish, she was gone. It's like a lovely Edmund Fitzgerald parody about a urinal cake. I don't know any Gordon Lightfoot songs beyond that one, unfortunately, but thanks for asking. Yeah. I would actually love to, thank you, Crab Donkey, for a recommendation of breakup songs like Taylor Swift. I would love to do a short set of Taylor Swift breakup songs. Holy crap, her songs are so catchy, aren't they? They're just crazy. We are never, ever getting back together. So I mentioned earlier, I just did 90 minutes worth of incidental music plus 5 songs, short songs, for this John Hughes-themed 80s-esque comedy by this young man named Sam Pierce. And much of the music that I wrote actually made it into the movie. I want to play the songs for you now in this slightly different context. The recordings I made for him sound like 80s wannabe stuff. I'm all like drum machine samples from the first half of the 1980s and big snare drums. Boom, boom, like the world's weirdest throat-clearing snare drums. But in the process of cranking out the songs as quickly as possible, interesting things peeked out from behind the curtain. There was a song that had to play underneath one of the main characters waking up and having had a dream about an idea that he wanted to come up with a concept for a way that he and his friends could build an invention. Like, this kid is a dreamer. He's a dreamer, always thinking of interesting new things. And so I wrote this song to be on the radio, the clock radio that wakes him up. And the song is called What to Dream. As it turns out, it's only partially about that. It's actually mostly about my 7-year-old daughter, who was born male but has chosen to be female for the past 2.5 years, and all of the challenges that she will face as a female person growing up in this world where there are a lot of people who don't want her to be what she says she is. So this is a song for my daughter, and it's called What to Dream. Again, a castle in the air where we could play. You were flying, and then what goes up comes down, or so they say. When you're out in the cold light of day, they'll try to ground you before you begin. They're gonna tell you you can never succeed. They just don't want you to win. Don't let anyone tell you what to dream. Don't let anyone tell you how you should be, how you should seem. You're a star, you're a constellation, a wink and a blink and a nod on a bright moonbeam. Don't let anyone tell you what to think or what to dream. Little songlet, little teeny thing. I want to turn it into a whole thing. It does sound very, very 1982, 1983, the way it's produced. And I think I want to make an EP of songs that sound like they were produced in the early 80s. Laura, I do not know Under the Falling Sky by Jackson Browne and Bonnie Raitt. I want to know that, seriously, given the people who are involved in that. Laura's been giving me some really great stuff to listen to, like albums to check out and playlists and awesome stuff, and it's been pretty wonderful. Duran Duran. I freaking love Duran Duran. And thank you for suggesting them, Crab Donkey. You guys have an exciting life in the chat here. I'm going to crank out a couple more of these guys and be back with you shortly. The opening credits of the movie are these three boys who are about to hatch this get-rich-quick scheme based on this one kid's dream and figure out a way to earn $1 million in 90 days and win a bet with the principal of their school. It's a really funny idea. And as they're riding their bikes to school, this music has to play. And it was supposed to be big and triumphant. And the filmmaker wanted something that sounded a lot like, "She did just have an invisible touch." And the funny thing about that one is that it's very catchy, Genesis with Phil Collins at the front, but it's, "I don't really know her, I only know her name." Like the words don't actually mean anything, but there's this feeling as that song trundles by that you just kind of can't help just put it bouncing along. So I made one using the same chord progressions, but I'm trying to make something new that sort of fit the film, and it's called "It's All Good." Imagine that I'm playing big, fat, like Van Halen jump synthesizer chords. Yeah! Is there a bump in the road? Right on a dead-end street? Is it too hard to find another way to make ends meet? Did we get lost in the woods? Did we fall into despair? Just keep your head up and I promise that we'll find a way there. Yeah, we'll find our way there. It's all good. If all the haters are all hating on me, I'll catch them later, I got places to be. It's all good. There will be highs and lows, it's understood. Can't bring me down today, cause baby, don't you know it's all good. Other team is cheating, they don't play fair. I keep on playing, baby, I just don't care. It's all good. Whatever's hiding in that deep dark wood can't bring me down today, cause baby, don't you know it's all good. It's all good, baby, don't you know it's all good. It's all good, yeah, baby, don't you know it's all good. Fade out under the next scene. I don't know if I have a whole song's worth of stuff to say there, but I can probably come up with more. It's just a verse and a chorus. But yeah, I like that one. It's fun to get to be Van Halen's Jump for a minute. It's fun to get to be Invisible Touch Genesis for a minute. There probably is. Thank you for asking, Crab Donkey. There is an organ mode. It sounds like poo. Here's what it sounds like. This is a Casio keyboard, and it is not designed to sound good on anything really but the piano. I love the piano and the way that it feels. I love the way it plays. I love using this as a composing tool. But man, it leaves a little something to be desired in the sound department. But yeah, I didn't come here for the organ sound. I came here for really cheap, really excellent action. It just feels so good under my fingers. Got a couple more here. Are you familiar with the Wang Chung song before Everybody Have Fun Tonight, Everybody Wang Chung Tonight? My favorite Wang Chung song was the one that came out in like 1983, 84, called Dance Hall Days. It's got those great like saxophones and horns. We were so in phase in our dance hall days. We were cool on craze when you, and everyone we knew could believe, do, and share what was true. I said, dance hall days, love, basically I stole all of those chord progressions and the vibe and wrote a Dance Hall Days for another montage in the movie. The characters in the movie at this point are about to put everything on the line and take all the small amount of money that they've earned thus far and blow it all on attempting to sell their $1 million idea at a convention for technology stuff. We could all use a little bit of luck when the world throws a little curveball. Yeah, we could all use a little bit of luck when the world makes you feel a little small. Baby, I could use a little bit of luck to get out of the little mess I'm in. Well, I know I need a little bit of luck sometimes when I'm stretched just a little bit thin. And I know I got a good thing going. I got a good thing coming down the pike. And if I can hang on till my ship comes in, I'm gonna show you all something that you're really gonna like. But I'm waiting, yes, I'm waiting for the little bit of luck. Well, I'm waiting for a little bag of unmarked $20 bills to fall off of the back of the little armored truck. I'm dancing with fate in the shadow of doubt, and my luck's running late and my time's running out. And I'm waiting for that little bit of luck. 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 Again, another really short song, but something was needed for just a minute 45-second moment. And I think I want to finish that one. My favorite one that I wrote for them, it didn't get used at all because it was the wrong tone for the filmmaker. But I'm going to do it for you right now, despite its wrongness. This was intended for a montage where the boys have grown their business so much that they can't fit in Richie's parents' garage anymore, and so they need to move into a new big office with lots of conference rooms and rolling chairs and stuff, and they're goofing around in the new big office that they can afford to rent. And my thought was, how about a song that is kind of somewhere between Robert Palmer's Simply Irresistible and Prince's Kiss? Like, so just imagine. I only like you 'cause you're rich. We're only friends because you're money. I only like you 'cause you're rich. I only, just so we're on the level, honey. I only like you 'cause you're rich. Your platinum car with golden fender. I only like you 'cause you're rich. I like the smell of legal tender. Yeah, I only want your money and the status it brings. I want to surround myself with all of those material things. So I'm sure you understand just what I mean, just what exactly I'm thinking of when I say I want your love. Baby, I want your love. I only like you 'cause you're rich. I only like you 'cause you're loaded. Make a pitch. You sell it well, you're sugar-coated. I only like you 'cause you're rich. Yeah, I like all your pretty pennies. I only like you 'cause you're rich. I'll take it all in 10s and 20s. Yeah, oh, I only want your money in your checking account and any bags of cash that you might have lying around. So I'm sure you understand just what I mean, exactly what I'm thinking of when I say I only want your love. I only want your love. You know I'm putting air quotes around the word love, 'cause I only want your love. So yeah, that didn't go into the movie. That's too bad. But that's all right. Big, important moment. I'm going to do one more of these before I return to your regularly scheduled concerts. Crab Donkey, you're right. It's totally material, guys. And yeah, Easy Lover. Exactly, Laura. It's totally Easy Lover. Easy Lover is such a good song. I freaking love that song. Philip Bailey. Oh my gosh, killing it with Phil Collins. The last song I wrote, which also didn't get used, there was a moment where our hero, who's been trying to woo this girl and get her to go to the dance with him through the entire movie, she's decided to stop being so however she's been, and he's decided to stop being however he's been, and they're going to start over and meet in the middle. At the diner, he drives up in his car, pulls off his mirrored shades, and he looks amazing, and he goes in and they talk, and this is the music under that. The filmmaker wanted it to sound like that moment at the end of 16 Candles, where Molly Ringwald kisses that guy who looks like but is not Matt Dillon over a cake with lots of candles right under their chins, where they're probably like feeling, wow, this is really warm while we're trying to kiss. I hope we can get this over with quickly. And while that is happening in that movie, there's a song by the Thompson Twins called If You Were Here. It's a lovely Thompson Twins song. It's a weird Thompson Twins song. It has a weird lyric, and it is not actually the kind of romantic thing you want to be singing about when you're talking about this love for this 16-year-old girl who's been trying to get through the whole movie to meet this boy. And I don't know what John Hughes was thinking when he put that in there, because you can go look up the lyrics. I'm not going to play it for you right now. But he wanted something that had this tone, the Thompson Twins tone. So I made, in my mind and on in this song, some kind of somewhere between If You Were Here by the Thompson Twins and the slightly more popular and more memorable Hold Me Now from the following album. And Hold Me Now has those great kind of marimba bits, and it's just this gorgeous ballad. I love it. So this is me rewriting the Thompson Twins about the first time I met my wife. I think I did it in B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you know that I think that you're cooler than anyone else? Did you know that I think that you're smarter than you give yourself the credit for? And I know that you probably think that I'm making this up, but I'm not. Did you know that you've got some kind of mischievous look in your eye? Did you know that you've got some kind of something that I can't deny, but I want more? And I know that you probably think that I'm making this up, but I'm not. But I'm not. We should hang out. We should throw all our pennies in fountains and then jump in. We should hang out. We should run through the sprinklers and throw caution to the wind. We should hang out and watch the stars come out and dance by the light of the moon. Yeah, I was thinking maybe you and me could maybe hang out sometime soon. Another verse and a chorus. 5 incomplete songs, but man, it was so much fun to make them. I totally agree, Crab Donkey. Hold Me Now would have been a much better choice for 16 Candles. I don't know what... read the lyric. It's so weird. It's just so weird. Oh my God. It's like, if you were here, I would deceive you. That's an ominous way to begin a love song. All right. I'm going to do one that I've never done in a live stream before. I've been processing a lot of interesting feelings since making this movie soundtrack, and like, I have to start doing more stuff for myself. I have to be more brave and just freaking go for it. And a year ago, I wasn't doing any live streams and was terrified of doing it. And now I've been doing them since, I think, last October, and doing them every month. And it's so good to get over lingering, awful stage fright. During the course of my career with Groove Lily, I had this ever increasing, gradually getting worse and worse stage fright that just got so unbearably awful. And I'm sure that it was tied to the concern of needing my performance in the band, both as a performer and a songwriter and an everythinger, to be the primary way that I made a living. And since uncoupling the way that I make a living from making music, and instead making a living primarily as a music teacher, it is so much more fun to listen to music, to play music, to sing music, to perform music. It's like magic. I wish I'd done it earlier. I would have been so much happier. But as I was going through the process of making all these realizations, I wrote a song called The Me of 5 years ago. And I envisioned some weird interdimensional time travel moment where the me of 5 years ago could have come to me at present and say, dude, what did you do? You ruined our chances with the career we wanted. You ruined everything. Because in a sense, I did. So here's a dialogue between the me of 5 years ago and the me of today. It's called The Me of 5 years ago. The me of 5 years ago stepped into a dimensional portal onto the stained wall-to-wall carpet of my living room. And the me of 5 years ago tried to stifle his contemptuous chortle as he gazed upon the piles of bills and dishes and diapers and the sense of impending doom. And he said, dude, what have you done? You threw away everything we ever had that mattered. He said, dude, what have you done? All your allies and friends have abandoned you and scattered. All the goals we worked so hard for, one for the money, two for the show. We were 3 millimeters from making it. Said the me of 5 years ago. The me of 5 years ago was easily 20 pounds lighter. He looked younger with fewer gray hairs. He had much whiter teeth. And the me of 5 years ago was fit and trim with darting eyes that looked brighter, but they couldn't quite disguise the sallow desperation just underneath. And I said, dude, what have you done? You made young and impulsive mistakes and left me to pay for them. I said, dude, what have you done? You've made preposterous, laughably bad decisions, and I abhor them. All the things you think are important, you're so wrong you don't even know. Go back to your desperate life and brace for the impact. I said to me of 5 years from now, get out of my living room, get out of my mind. I'm trying to move on from all you represent. Yeah, I'm trying to leave you behind. You keep coming around, poke at the seams. Or yeah, excuse me. If it's as if that. I want to get this right. It's worth it. The bridge is actually worth getting right. It's been so long since I've actually sung this. Here's the bridge. You keep coming around to see how it's going, to kick the tires and poke at the seams, as if that'll ease the pain of knowing that I didn't fulfill all your dreams. Then the me of 5 years from now, he floated up in a plexiglass bubble and smiled at his squabbling and combative younger facsimiles. And the me of 5 years from now, my older, balder, fatter, happier double, stretched his back and neck and arms and touched his toes without bending his knees. A little bit of hopeful yoga possibility there. And he said, dudes. He said, dudes. 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 Oh, what have you done? You have done the best you could given your circumstances. Yeah, dude, what have you done? You knew the odds, you paid your fee, and you took your chances. Now I'm going back where I came from, when I came from. It's all gonna work out somehow. Just stop writing songs about this stuff for a while, dude, said the me of 5 years from now. I wrote that song 5 years ago. That's fun. It is fun to put it all together like this and just have it come full circle. Thank you, Laurie. That's a big dude song. Hilmi, I'm very grateful for you coming to the live streams, my friend. Thank you. Let's see, I got time for another song or two. If anybody has any specific requests, I'd love to hit them. Otherwise, I'm going to try to dig through my back pages, my catalog here, and see if there's anything I can hit before I have to start teaching piano and guitar and composition and music production lessons. The me of 5 years ago is on Bandcamp. I've made an updated version with more real guitar in it. There was totally fake guitar because I didn't know how to do what I know how to do now on guitar. But it's on the third album, maybe the fourth album. It's in there. If you do a Google search for the me of 5 years ago, you'll probably find it. Yeah, I'm really happy with how the writing of that one turned out. It's super science fiction. You know what, Crab Donkey? I regret to inform you that I am not familiar enough with any other songs by Dexy's Midnight Runners that is not Come On Eileen. While going running recently, I listened through the entirety of the album that came after the Come On Eileen album, the well-reviewed one that sort of tanked them because there were no big hit singles off of it. And it was really wonderful. But yeah, I don't know anything except Tooraloo-ra, Tooraloo-ra. Everybody knows that one, so I'm going to stay away from that. I think that I am going to pop in and to... Yeah. I think I'm just going to leave it here. I think I'm going to leave it here. I have been singing less. I have been having troubles singing. Everything is in flower. Everything is in bloom here in Seattle. And my allergies are driving me nuts. And it's very difficult. It's much more difficult to sing today than it has been in previous months. Everybody in my family is seems to be allergic to the same exciting thing that's falling down from a tree, and we live beneath that tree. So it makes for exciting times. Let me just say, I really appreciate that you spend your Sunday with me. I really do. let's do it again next month, okay? You guys are super duper great, and I am so grateful for you. Send me a note. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what's happening. Let me know what I should be listening to if you think there's something I should be listening to, and I'll do the same. Okay. See you next month, my friends. Bye-bye.